Why hello there everybody, it's that wolf guy, and is the iPhone 5 still useful in 2018? Let's find out. I really like the design of the iPhone 5. It's very premium, and it's even got a headphone jack. It's also got a very high quality 4-inch screen, which is Retina. Its resolution is 1136 by 640 at 326 pixels per inch, so it's got a very sharp image and it gets very bright, something that is very nice to see on a phone its age. The latest version of iOS that the iPhone 5 can run is iOS 10.3. This is fairly up to date, but as time goes on, apps will stop supporting it, and eventually you won't be able to run the latest version of apps. So by the time iOS 13 rolls out next year, the iPhone 5 will not be able to run the latest version of a number of popular apps. This is a pretty big problem, and it just might be a deal breaker for some people, especially people who like using apps like YouTube and Google. The iPhone 5 runs most modern apps pretty decently, and that's pretty nice because there is only 1 gig of RAM in the thing. However, it does run things pretty well, which is pretty great, and so you should be able to run most modern applications with not much stuttering. Especially web browsing on this thing is very smooth, and I like that a lot. Undoubtedly, one of the most important parts of using a phone is the camera. So, how's that hold up in 2018? The iPhone 5 has an 8 megapixel camera that can take pretty decent shots, but you will want to take them in good lighting. Alright, so this is video being filmed live on the iPhone 5. You can tell it's not super amazing, especially compared to something like an iPhone 7, 8, or even 10 camera, but I gotta give it credit here, it's actually pretty decent, and it can film in 1080p, there's zoom and all that, so for many people it will be just enough. There's one huge problem with the iPhone 5, and that's that most batteries aren't very good anymore. Mine has dropped about 13% since I started videoing, and trust me, it's pretty bad. And that's why I'd say that the iPhone 5 might not be usable. If you don't have an iPhone with a good battery in it, then it makes it pretty unusable, if you know what I mean. You can't replace it or anything. By far the biggest reason not to buy one of these, though, is because the iPhone 5S exists, and still supported by Apple. So, it's just a bit more. Please, get an iPhone 5S if you can. Unless you find a really good deal for one of these on eBay or something, trust me, the 5S is just so much better than this, and you'll get a lot more life out of it. Don't get me wrong though, I think the iPhone 5 is still a good phone, even today. Its main problem is that you'll just be hard-pressed to find one with a very good battery. Anyways, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.